Here's the thing we do to make an actual throw. So your coach might put on plays where we all know, like, coach is going to send it to the catcher's going to give the pitcher a signal with his glove probably, and then he's going to know, okay, coach wants me to pick over. But we don't really have to do it that way most of the time, where if like you guys think he's got too big of a lead, or I think he's got too big of a lead maybe on the previous pitch, we just need to have a system, a communication, right? So whether it's like you tap your cap or you like pick at your uniform pants, you're going to make eye contact with me. And pitchers, this is your job, is to make eye contact with your shortstop, and lefties for your second baseman. So give me a pick at your pants. Looks like, yeah, whatever it is. Okay, that's him saying, I want you to pick off. I'll do something to make sure I acknowledge. Here's how the timing, this is really, really easy to do the timing. We both know that I'm going to pick. I'm going to come on the rubber. I'm going to get my sign. I'm going to come set, and I'm going to look at the runner. I'm going to look at I'm just going to look at the runner as long as I want to. Then at some point, I'm going to turn my head back. I'm going to count 1,000, and he's going to break. So I count 1,000, that's my signal to go. So as soon as I turn my head back, you take off. The 1,000 in my head gives you 5 steps, and then I can throw it and you'll be there. All right, let's try that. So so again, we do a little signal, okay? I step on, I get my sign. I come up, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at the runner, which is good. And then, boom. Man, that was a good throw. I'm locked in right now. So what's the other advantage of me turning my head? So I looked at him. Now I come set, or I've come set, I'm looking at him. What's the other advantage towards me turning my head right here? Yeah, the runner might think, okay, he's done staring at me. He's ready to pitch. Now he gets one more step. He's going the wrong direction at the time as my guy's breaking back, right? So coach is going to be our runner. So I'm looking at me. Coach is not going to get any bigger of a lead because he sees me looking at him. But now we got him, right? Really easy. You guys think that's pretty simple? That's the default timing. If we both know the pick's on, I look at him as long as I want. As soon as I turn my head, he's going to take off. I count to 1,000, and then I fire it. And it's his job to be there. And the center fielder will back up the throw if we make a bad one. Hop up there. So make sure, let's go through the motions and give him a sign. Make sure you give him a return sign. And this is when you're off you're straddling the rubber. Yeah, you can do the same thing. It's got to be discreet, right? You can't be like, so like a little, like your hands are going to, like his hands are going to be dangling. So it's easy for him to like do some kind of hand signal or pick at his pants. If you have to move around a lot, that might draw attention. So the steps are, you guys signal and return signal, right? Then you step on, you get your pitch sign, you come set, you stare at the runner, as long as you want. Then when you're done, you turn your head, your 1,000 clock starts, and he takes off as soon as you turn it that way. Or you can have like a little pause, but in general, you go when he turns his head. So get your sign. Excellent, great job, good adjustment. All right, next guy. Nice. And obviously, like the shortstop might be the one who holds him on depending on the side of the runner, right? So if it's a lefty up, you're going to stay. If it's a righty up, he'll be the guy. So we can mix and match. Someone else hop up. Brennan, hop up. And then you got to straddle the rubber. So get your sign first. Get your sign first. Don't worry about him. Get the sign first. You got to know what you're throwing. Then come set. Now look at him. Nice. Good job. And hey, Brennan asked a good question. Let me address it real quick. So part of the cycle of between pitches as a pitcher is, you know, when the bat's over, you'll probably be out here. You'll get the ball back. This can be a time when you communicate. You might be standing on the mound and he's like still walking over to the box. This could be a time when you communicate. But once he gets in the box and you're still waiting on the hitter, you're going to straddle the rubber, right? This is usually the best time to do that. And so it'll be off the mound, on the mound waiting for the hitter. Now he's getting comfortable in the box. I'm getting communication with you. Then I step on. I personally widen up. I get my sign, and then I come set. But this communication is usually going to happen when they're straddling the rubber. Because other than that, the pitcher's got other stuff to think about. He's like, how many outs do we have? Who's coming up? what are my duties? He's not ready to think about that yet. But then once the hitter's like getting in the box, you know, I'm going to straddle and I'm going to wait here, and that's when I'm going to communicate with you guys. Okay? All right, one more time through.